Hello my friends, my name is Ryan Freeman. Thank you for coming to my channel on this Friday evening after work. It's so cold outside, but it's warm inside. You know what I mean? And I hope this video gives you a warm feeling. Give me a thumbs up. I am having my most recent favorite cocktail, which is the simple cranberry juice and vodka. I like the tart taste of cranberry juice with vodka, okay? All right, so what was I gonna talk about? I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about recent things happening at my school. If you are a foreign English teacher in Taiwan, there's a good chance they're gonna expect you to either do performances or wear a costume or dance or do something on days throughout the year. And a lot of those days happen to be Western holidays. The English teachers will likely be involved. Some coordinator at your school, perhaps the director, the principal themselves might be directly involved. And for, you know, Halloween, I wore a costume and I passed out candy during lunchtime. I dressed up as a shark to teach the students how to do a dance. And then this Christmas, it was a Wednesday. Now my mom was asking me, Ryan, oh, you gonna have a nice Christmas? I mean, come on, Mom. What kind of Christmas am I gonna have? Well, I mean, yes, I'm gonna have a Christmas, but it's not gonna be Christmas like you're thinking of. There's gonna be no roast turkey because there are no ovens the size to roast a turkey. There's no honey baked ham because there's no honey baked ham store. And there's not an oven big enough to really bake a big old slice of pig. So the food's out of the question. You throw out the idea of pies. I don't find pies around here. And like I talked about, the oven. What kind of Christmas do you think I'm going to have when it comes to food? What kind of Christmas do you think I'm going to have when it comes to family? I got no family here, okay? So, all right, food and family are out, and those are two huge components of Christmas, right? Food and family. Presents, who do you get presents from? You get presents from your family. I mean, you get presents from friends too, right? And your significant other, but come on. What kind of Christmas is missing food, family, presents, you know? Church, I guess I could go to a church here. But I don't go to church back in America anymore. I did when I was younger. I don't. I might like to go to like a holy mass, like a Christmas mass, and hear choir boys chanting. That sounds interesting. But I don't want to go in for a sermon or even a Bible reading, okay? But I would definitely dig some chanting choir boys. Not in a bad way, but in the beauty of their voice echoing off of medieval stones, which is not likely here, okay, by the way. I guess I long for a European Christmas. All right. So I got all of those out of, and I got to work. What kind of Christmas is it without work? I mean, where you have to work, you know? I had to work. But at work, back to the costume thing, is I gotta dress up as Santa Claus, you know, and I've done this the past couple years, honestly. I've did it at my last couple schools. It's actually something that I like, and you know what, to be honest, you think this was a cynical video where I'm complaining about wearing costumes? I'm about to switch it up on you guys. It's not that at all. I love wearing costumes. It's one of the reasons I like being a foreign English teacher. Now, it does hurt my pride a little bit, you know, to be demanded to wear a costume and dance, but I like doing it, you know. It's a weird, I don't know why I like doing that. It's probably, you might be asking me, what kind of personality likes getting in front of a camera and talking about this nonsense on YouTube? Well, I'm that guy, okay? And I like wearing a costume, and I like dancing. In fact, so I dressed as Santa Claus.
Young man. They have candy over here. Merry Christmas. It comes once a year. Are you been a good young lady? Oh, very good. Merry Christmas to you and everyone.
And I went in front of the school and got a ho, ho, ho. But here's the flip side. The more I ho, 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 the bigger the smiles on everyone's faces, the more they love me, the more they let me get away with murder. I didn't show up to work until 10 a.m. today. I'm supposed to start work at 8 a.m. I didn't show up till 10 a.m. No one said anything. 2 hours late. I think the more energy you give, the more you play your role, the better rewards you get. That's what I'm trying to say. That's my attitude, and I have fun, okay? Now, not everyone's my personality type, right? Not everyone wants to dress up in a costume. And I wore the Santa Claus costume. It's a cheap, made in China Santa Claus costume, but it was fun. It was fun, and they loved it. And then, dancing, right? So we had this huge music parade. Jiayi City has this huge, marching band music parade every year, and people come from around the world, not around the world, but around the country to see it, as well as a lot of locals come, and various schools and institutions will have their marching bands go through the streets of downtown Jiayi and the major streets, and people are just on the sides watching, listening. There's cameras everywhere. It's on TV, on Facebook Live, and all that. It's streaming is what I'm trying to say. It's a huge event for Jiayi City. It's a massive event. It's a massive event for the schools and the institutions. I'm talking about junior high schools, elementary schools, high schools, military academies, lots of these types of institutions. In fact, they even get schools from other countries, like Japan is a country that will send bands over regularly. Some of these schools are very top tier schools, the best girls' high school in Taipei had an amazing cadre of women in these beautiful Asian but Western style military uniforms. They had swords and guns with bayonets that they had coordinated. They were all taller than me, and they were wearing these high heel boots. And they were all perfect figures. I mean, it was a stunning troop. And then they had their band as well. Because basically, I got to the parade and I just roamed around. I didn't stay with my school. I just roamed around because there's a lot of waiting around with these. I was really wondering, how did these performers hold going to the restroom so much? Because I kept leaving my troop to go use the restroom. This is information you didn't want to know. But I noticed most people were just staying with their troop, never going to the restroom. How did they do it? I don't know. Okay, back to the story. So anyways, I was part of this parade, and I ended up marching with my junior high school band, and I think they did a great job. But I was marching with other teachers, local teachers, foreign teachers, and they were just waving a flag and walking, and I just got caught up with the music, and I started dancing, and I noticed they loved it. So I started dancing more. And I ended up dancing for a good 3 miles or so of marching. And I was a ham, okay? I totally hammed it up at the parade, but they freaking loved it. They were using the megaphone to chant my name. I'm sorry. It was such a fun, hammy day where I got to be in this parade with people that were loving my dancing. Not everyone's focused on me, but my co-teachers, everyone pushed me to the front of our troop, and I was literally trying to dance as much as I could, but I was getting tired, and I just kept pushing myself, and I was having fun. I was tired but having fun, and I think that's kind of what my life is like being a public school teacher. But it was certainly that way. It's fun, but I'm often tired. That was how I felt at this parade. I just had an absolute blast dancing. So you will have to dance. It will be a fun life if you embrace that part. But I'm not saying that's the only way. There are other people who love teaching English in Taiwan, and they are not dancers. They don't wear costumes. They're sitting in the sidelines, okay? They're sitting in the sidelines watching. And they're beloved by their school as well. There's a role for everyone if you want to be a public school teacher. But I guess what I'm trying to say is if you're like me and you like to perform and you like to have fun, you will be rewarded for that. You know, they do love it. They love it very much. And it's an opportunity for you to do it. Okay, why am I talking about this? I need to drink more and I need to order dinner. I haven't been sleeping well recently. But I'm hoping to get some good R&R this weekend because my beautiful girlfriend is coming to see me tomorrow. Hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. I don't know how I got so off track on that, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up. I will see you next time. My name is Ryan. Bye-bye.